Well, hello guys, I'm PokePlayer and it's my first ever Pokemon Wi-Fi battle on YouTube. It's against SLAPPER1, which asked me on Twitter if we are going to battle, and I'm like, okay. So let's hop into the battle. It's a mixed tier battle, and he leads off with his Gramble to get an Intimidate off. And I think he figured that I was going to lead with my Ambipom, but I was going to lead with my Miss Magius. And I'm like, okay, Miss Gramble doesn't have that much special defense, right? So I'm gonna go for Nasty Plot to get maybe a little sweep off or something like that. And he's gonna go for Play Rough. And that didn't bring me down to my sash, because I'm running a sash set with Nasty Plot. And I was going to go for the Shadow Ball, but it did absolutely nothing, considering I have great special attack and a Nasty Plot. So that Gramble must have been specially defensive. So I bring in my Ambipom, considering it was specially defensive. So he brings in the Felplume, and look at this damage. Damn, a third of his health. It's like, whoa, the power of Ambipom, man. So I looked up if a double hit would have killed, and it did, but guess what? I missed by double hit. It's like 95% accurate. Well, I can be wrong, around 90ish, something like that, but it's not gonna happen. So he brings in his Gramble again to get the Intimidate off. And I'm gonna sleep. This is the first turn sleep. Just count the turns. This battle has a lot of hacks in his favor. It's pretty upsetting me. And sorry about my English, because I'm from the Netherlands and I'm not that good in English, but I hope it's okay for you guys. So he was going to go for the Play Rough and did not that much damage. Just about, yeah, plus lefties, just a tenth of my health or something. So I'm gonna go for the Wood Hammer, which wasn't the best play, but I'm like, okay, because it's 4 times resisted, so it's not really a good play for my part. So I'm gonna switch out into my Ambipom again. And he's gonna go for the Giga Drain to get all of its health back. No, not all of its health, but nearly all of its health. And I'm asleep another turn, so this is the second turn asleep. And he's gonna go for a Substitute, and I've never seen that before, Substitute Felplume. It's not very common, so aggressive for that, man. And I'm asleep again, a third turn, of course. And he's gonna go for Sleep Powder, predicting me to wake up. And I'm gonna go for the double hit to get rid of that Substitute with 1 hit, so that's damn powerful. And I'm gonna hit him again and bring him down to a nice amount of damage. And here's gonna go for a Giga Drain to kill my Ambipom, which was a good play. So down goes my mascot, Ambipom. And right now I'm gonna switch. Oh yeah. Here is my Solrock. It's a specs user, and I made a big mistake by going for Night Days, because I also run Flamethrower on this set. And I think the Flamethrower would have killed, but I'm not that sure. But again, one of my Pokemon is asleep. I'm like, oh, that Felplume. It's a pain in the ass, man. So I'm asleep, of course. And he's gonna go for the Moonlight to get all its health back. Or at least a lot of health. Plus Black Sludge, yeah, nearly all of his health. So he switches out, and I'm gonna go for another Night Days, because I'm specs and I'm locked into it. And he switches into his Pangoro, and I'm asleep again. So this is the 5th turn of sleep in this match. I'm like, the hacks are real. And I'm switching to my Landscape, my Totara, and he's gonna go for a parting shot. And I've never seen that move before. It's not very common. It lowers your attack and your special attack, and you can switch out after it. So it's a kind of a good move, but it's not that great. But it's nice. And he's gonna go for Grandpa Intimidate, so I'm -2 attack. So that's absolutely nothing. So right here, I'm gonna go for a lead sheet, I think. Yes, a lead sheet. To get a lot of health back, plus lefties. So the play rough damage is nearly back with all that recovery. So right here, I don't know what I did right here. My mind's blowing up. Oh, he switches out, and I went for the synthesis to get all my health back. And I'm not the best player, because I've started with Wi-Fi battles in the Pokemon with, no, not Pokemon, but all the Wi-Fi stuff in the Pokemon community this first gen, so it's not the best sometimes. So you can see there was really a bad mistake, because I just went into a Dusclops. Well, Pangoro is a dark type, it's just, I'm not perfect. I'm starting to learn, but it's not great. So he's gonna go for a crunch again, but that does not add nothing at all to my Totara, because it's a great defensive wall. And this is a weird part of the match. I don't know what he was thinking, but I think he wanted a defense drop or something on his crunches, but it started to grow all again with all the crunches. A lot of crunches. So I'm gonna go for a lead sheet, I guess, or synthesis, something of that. Yeah, synthesis. And after that I'm gonna go for the lead sheet. So he isn't able to do anything to my Totara, because I'm a defensive wall plus recovery, so the crunch doesn't do a heck of a damage. So I'm gonna go for the lead sheet. So lead sheet plus lefties plus synthesis. No mate, you ain't gonna win that. So next turn, I think I predicted his switch. Yeah, I predicted his switch into the Foul Plume. So I switched out into my Zoroark. Well, let's see what I switched into. Yeah, so he switched into his Foul Plume as predicted. So I switch out into, yes, into my Zoroark. And guess what? I sleep again, right? Yes, another turn of sleep. Oh yeah. And he's gonna go for a substitute again. But this time I didn't go for the Night Days, because I'm not that dumb. So I go for the Flamethrower, and I get a necessary crit on a substitute. I'm like, the hacks in this game, man, it's just not in my favorite. So he's gonna go for a Giga Drain, because he made the play to go for a Sleep Powder while Pokemon is asleep earlier in the match, so he wasn't risking that again. So he's switching out into its Lantern to take the Flamethrower, and it does absolutely nothing. Plus the specs, it's just disappointing. But finally I get some hacks, man. Finally I get a burn with Flamethrower. So that's okay. It didn't change that much in the match, but it's always nice to get some hacks in your favorite. So right here I go into my Bikium, because that's my special defensive wall. Because it's a really amazing defense. Plus Eviolite and amazing defense on its own. It's just amazing. I should definitely recommend everyone to use this one. But the only problem is that it does not get any recovery move. But that's okay. So I went to go for a Pain Split, because I thought, yeah, why not? Get as much health back. But he switched into his Pangoro, we does not have enough health left. And here's again some Hexy Park part of the match. Because I miss my Will-O-Wisp. I'm like, come on. So I'm following my Dusclops with a Shadow Sneak. Because priority and it's just some damage. So he's gonna go for a Crunch. And I'm dead. So now I'm gonna send in my Karma. To get the Karma in my favor. So he's gonna switch out, fearing the Medicham. So he's gonna go in the Gramble, and I predicted that. So I went for the Mega Evolution and went for Bullet Punch because it's super effective damage. I think my other moves would have killed also, but still. So down goes the Intimidator, the Gramble, which is a nice poke. I really like Gramble with his big teeth and his pink color. It's just amazing dog. So he went into his Pangoro. I don't know why, just fodder-ish. Because I'm just killing that man with a nice high jump kick. But luckily enough, I don't miss any high jump kicks in this game. I'm really happy with that. So he makes a double switch into its Vileplume. So I will go for a high jump kick, which does a fairly amount of damage, considering I've got a Intimidate off. So my attack is -1. So I go for Ice Punch. I'm like, okay, let's kill this thing. And finally, that Vileplume is dead. Oh man, so much pain, so much pain. So he sends in his mascot, the Shuckle, the pain, look at the damage. I think he's defensive infested, but still. And he's a contrary user. So it uses Shell Smash, and that lowers, instead of boosting his attack and its speed, it lowers it and his defense gets boosted. So he's gonna go for a rest to get all its health back, plus the Chesto, so it's a Resto Chesto Shuckle. So I'm just gonna go for high jump kicks. I'm like, fuck it, I want this Shuckle dead. And he's gonna go for another Shell Smash. So that Shuckle is getting stronger and stronger. So right here I was like, okay, I ain't doing shit to that thing, so let's get a lead seat off. So he's gonna go for Toxic. So that thing, if you get a taunt off that thing, it's just useless. But I don't have any taunt users in my team yet, or left. So right here I'm gonna go for the lead seat, because I want that thing down. And he's gonna switch back into his Lantern. I don't know why he did it actually. He had 2 defense boosters. Well, okay. So all those lefties bring all that health back, plus the lead seat. I'm back to 202 HP. So that's nice. And the poison damage. Wow. It takes some time. And the burn. So I'm gonna go for Protect to scout out if he has the Ice Beam, because that's the only reason why he could have sent it in. And guess what? It has the Ice Beam. So I was really happy that I did go for the Protect, because otherwise the Terror would have been dead, because it's 4 times effective to me. So yeah, really happy with that result. And all of those things are going back. The lefties, the burn, Toxic. And I'm gonna switch out right here. Switch back into my Karma, my Hitmonchan. No, my Medicham. Oh wait, no, this was my Zorok as fodder. That Pokemon is so funny to use. People always doesn't recognize it. It's just they forget that's in its team, and well. So now I'm gonna go back into my Medicham, not Medi. I don't know what I said. And I'm going go into my. I'm gonna use Sand Headbutt. Jeez, my English. Sorry about that. And I'm gonna switch out to get another lefties. No, lead sheet. I want to get the lead sheet of that Shackle, because it's the only way of killing that thing. So he gets another boost in his defense, his special defense. And I'm gonna get my lefties. And the Toxic. So the Toxic is racking me up this battle. But that's okay. Totara did his job really nice, because he had a lot of physical attackers in his team. And Totara tanked all those hits. I'm really happy, because in the previous battles I did with Totara, it didn't do that much. So I was kinda disappointed in Totara, but he improved himself this battle, so I'm happy with that result. By the way, Totara is Turtwig was my first ever starter, so it's nice. I really loved the tree on its shield something. It's just, look at the thing. It's rocks, tree, just a kind of a weird dinosaur. Just amazing animation. Gotta give the props to that. So another shell smash, and another lefties, and another Toxic, and another lead sheet. And I was going to go for all those wood hammers, because I want that thing dead. I just, right here, I was just praying for a crit. Like, come on, crit, crit, crit. But no, it ain't gonna happen, mate. Nearly. And he's gonna go for a rest again. So I'm like, okay, he's gonna get all its health back. Why didn't I get that crit? Now it's really, oh man, this part of the match is really long and really boring. So I get my lefties back, but the Toxic is racking me up. So right here, I'm just following the landscape. Oh no, I went for a synthesis to get another lefties back. And to get as much damage of that Shackle. So it was just a long part of the battle. And it was like, okay. So the toxic damage nearly takes me out. Plus the invitation. Oh no, that's after this one. And I'm just waiting for the infestation to stop, so I can switch back into my Medicham. Plus lefties. Yeah. And here it nearly takes me out, and I'm finally freed of that infestation. So I can switch out into my Medicham. And do as much damage. So he's gonna go for another Shell Smash to get another boost. Oh man, that thing is too powerful. Too much defense. So I'm still not missing my high jump kicks. I'm really happy with that. So if I miss one of these, it's what it would have been done. But here he made, I don't know why he made this play, but he was going for a toxic. But if he was going for the rest, he would have won the game, I think, with the Shackle. But maybe, yeah, I don't know why he did that. And now it's the end of the match. Snorlax is gone with one high jump kick. And well, GG man. It was a really nice battle, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will posting some more in the future. Bye.